funny story about one of my suits too. Stick around to the end so that you can hear my little bit of embarrassment.
Lions roaring in the morning sun, searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds chirping and I hear my name, grasping into a life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a start. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah. Lion's gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung. Kids across the land. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah.
What's going on, YouTube fam? So today I'm headed to go pick up my bikini from Margaret Koo, and that's from her information I will put in the description box below. Kootoure swimwear, and she's fantastic. She created my last suit and now she is bedazzling it this year. So she sent me a sneak peek already and it's beautiful. So I'm so excited, so excited. She's also going to give, I think, her top 3 tips for me, and for you guys really, on how to go about choosing a suit for a show, and really in general, like how do you decide what colors are gonna go, you know, with your skin tone, what colors for different events, maybe how much bling you should decide to put on your suit, things like that. So because she's the expert, I'm gonna let her give her advice. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Miss Margaret Koo with Kootoure swimwear. Oh yeah. So she's gonna give us a couple tips on how to go about choosing your suit, what colors, how to choose the right bedazzling and things like that.
Yes. So I'm Margaret, nice to meet you. Basically what the judges are looking for, the darker, deeper the color, the better it's gonna look on stage, regardless of your skin tone. Every time you go on stage, you have to imagine a very, very bright light overhead. And what's gonna happen is if you wear too light of a color, it's gonna wash you out. So really the darker colors are always gonna be best on stage. Purple is a fantastic color. green, especially darker greens like this one, are ideal. And then also reds, and the red is probably one of those power colors that'll pretty much look good on anybody. The colors I don't recommend, or I would proceed with caution, are going to be very light colors like white. And be very careful of yellows and oranges and baby pinks, especially if you have very fair skin, as they'll kind of yellow you out and really wash just everything out. So,
Gotcha.
So the key is really the darker, deeper colors are going to be the best. Just think of jewels, so sapphires, rubies, emeralds, and amethysts. Those are going to be the best colors for stage.
Oh, that's okay. That makes sense. Fancy. Think of the jewels and okay.
Yes.
And how do you go about deciding what level of bedazzling you need for bikini specifically?
Well, the prices on the bedazzling is going to be different for every single person. Some girls are, wanting to spend a little bit more money on their suits, and some girls really want to be, oh, well, I'm only going to be competing this one time, so I want to be, more conscientious about what I spend on it. So bikinis, the bling will be anywhere from about $200 on a blinged out bikini all the way up to, I don't have any that are over $1,000, but I know some other designers do. And
Wow.
honestly, I see absolutely no reason to spend that kind of money. A good price range where you can get a lot of nice crystals is going to be between the $300 to $400 range.
Gotcha.
And then my suits, just for example, an all over covered suit like this one will run about $450, but it'll give you a lot of sparkle on stage, which is ultimately what you're looking for. The biggest tip I can tell you is don't worry too much about spending all this money on this very expensive suit. That's not necessary. The judges do not care if you have a super blinged out suit or a lightly blinged out suit. It's just all about how you present yourself on stage. So don't worry about the bedazzling. Yes, what I recommend is on earrings, find something that's complementary to whatever your connectors look like on your suit. Earrings, be careful, never have them hang below your shoulder because you will restrict the movement on them. So a good rule of thumb is just as long as they're brushing right above your shoulder, that's probably the perfect length. Don't go any bigger than that.
Okay.
No necklaces, don't wear necklaces on stage. Don't wear like ankle bracelets. I've seen some crazy stuff, but keep it simple. I mean, that's really the best thing to say. Don't wear, oversized earrings, 10 bracelets stacked up on your arm. I do like the look of, wearing 2 bracelets, one on each wrist. It's okay to wear 2 rings, one on each hand. If you're married, you have a wedding ring, it's okay to keep that on and then wear like a big rhinestone ring on the other hand.
Okay.
But don't overthink it and don't go overboard. Just keep it simple.
Gotcha. Perfect. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Alright, what's up you guys? So I just picked up my bikini from Margaret and it looks just beyond beautiful. I'm so excited. This is the first bedazzled bikini I've had, and it's the same bikini I wore in my 3rd show in 2015, but instead of just buying a new bikini, I just figured, how about I just upgrade the one that I have and then I don't have to spend as much money and it's still beautiful and nobody really knows the difference unless I tell them, so you guys all know the difference. But what was I going to say? Oh, so the embarrassing / just funny story. So I have another suit and it's purple, and you've probably seen it if you follow my social media in a lot of photos for my updates as well as some of my previous YouTube videos. So that purple bikini I wore for my first and my second show in 2015. And the first show I wore it plain just the way that it came. And then my second show, I decided that I was going to be a superstar and bedazzle it myself, which was just a really stupid thing to do. Like, just don't do that ever if you are not qualified to do so. So I went to Michael's and I decided to buy a hot glue gun and some like mini half pearls because I'm a pearl girl. I love pearls. I wear pearls all the time. Like, that's just, they go with everything. So I got a couple different sizes and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna take a couple weeks, hot glue in, really cute, just like pattern, and it's gonna look great. And it did. It looked really great up close, minus all of the hot glue strings that you just can't get off. Like, you just can't. So I wore it to the show and it's really awkward. It makes this suit like a whole lot heavier because they're these half pearls. I mean, it's just ridiculous. But nobody said anything to me about it. Everyone was like, oh yeah, do your thing, whatever. And so I get to the show and I don't realize until like after the fact when I'm taking photos, I'm totally washed out. Like, this gorgeous deep royal purple suit looks almost white because all of these white pearls are just like flashing back the stage lights. So it's just ridiculous, and it just totally negated the effect that I was trying to go for. So I've used it as a posing suit for some time. You've probably seen it with and without the pearls, but after I contacted Margaret and asked her if there was any way that she could remedy it, well, she laughed at me first. She was like, "You took hot glue to a suit? Are you crazy?" And I was like, yeah, maybe I was a little crazy. So what can you help me with? How can you fix it? Is it salvageable? So we peeled most of them, well, we peeled all of them off and got most of the hot glue chunks off. She's gonna try to pull a little bit more off, and then now she's gonna try to put some rhinestones on them, and she's gonna have to custom order some larger rhinestones than what she normally would use to try to cover up some of the spots. So we're gonna see what she's able to come up with, and I'm sure it's gonna look beautiful. She did say though, most of the hot glue is stuck on the butt piece, and if she can't get it off, she said that she has the same exact material that it's made out of, so she can just cut the butt piece off and make a new one. So we'll see what she ends up with. I'm sure it's gonna be amazing once she fixes it completely, but we'll see how much damage I've actually done and how much it's gonna cost to fix it. It'll probably end up costing me the price of what the suit originally cost me. So I'll let you guys know, but moral of the story, don't bedazzle your own suit. You'll pay for it, seriously. Hi everyone, thanks again for watching this video and spending time with me. I certainly hope you enjoyed this video on how to choose your best bikini and find what's right for you. Make sure you click that subscribe button. I am 4 weeks out from my first show, and I'm so excited to share the rest of my journey with you guys. Bye!